Alright, so now that E3 is almost over, it's time to get back to our Lord and Savior the Sonic and talk about what's been going on with regards to this franchise. But before we get into that, a moment of silence for those of you who didn't watch or didn't pay attention to my latest video where I told people not to expect major news at E3, and of course, we didn't get major news at E3. But I digress. We did get some information, and that is the information I'm going to be talking about today. We got some more gameplay on Sonic Colors Ultimate, which of course gave us more info on what's going to be happening with regards to the game. We got some info from Iizuka on Sonic Origins and Sonic Rangers, and what do you mean and? That's it. That's it. It's not like they're gonna give us gameplay on a 2022 game, right? It's only 2021, right? No company does that, right? So let's start this off with the Sonic Colors Ultimate gameplay that was revealed around E3. I say around E3 and not E3 because only one of the gameplays was actually revealed at an E3 event. The other two was just posted to IGN and the other one was posted to Game Informer. So yes, there were 3 gameplay clips. One that was at E3, which was at the Future Game Show, which was Tropical Resort Act 2. Then there was Asteroid Coaster Act 1, which was uploaded to IGN, and Planet Wisp Act 1, which was uploaded by Game Informer. So let me just get the basic stuff out of the way, then we can talk about the elephant in the room. The updated music that they talked about was there. They have updated the music, so they are remixes and not the original music from the original game. Now, of course, music is subjective and people grew up with the original version of the songs. I wouldn't say I grew up with it because I was already a certain age when I played the game, but I do prefer the original versions of the music. Maybe Asteroid Coaster Act 1's remix was almost close in quality to the original, but the rest not so much in my opinion. Hopefully there's an option to toggle it, but it seems like there may be because, and this is breaking news, we just got another gameplay reveal right now, and it's currently unlisted on the official Sonic the Hedgehog channel, but people have found the link, and this is 4K 60. Most of the other ones weren't 4K 60, even IGN being IGN uploaded theirs in 30 FPS. Fucking idiots. But I won't lie, I was gonna go on a bit of a rant on how the visuals in the gameplay was just not as good as the original, and I stand by that for the gameplay we saw before, the 3 clips. But honestly, this 4th clip that we just got looks a lot better. I'm gonna put that on the screen right now so you can see it. It looks like they improved Sonic's coloring now compared to the previous builds that they were shown before, and it's definitely still not perfect yet. I mean, the colors are definitely not as vibrant as they should be. They're still a bit washed out, but it does look like they've been improving the game. Like, I get that obviously the game is not out yet, it's coming out September, so a lot of these visual problems, it is possible that they will improve them before the game comes out, because if you look at the older footage, right, there was something in Tropical Resort, and I mean Tropical Resort in the previous footage looked hideous, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, how the fuck does the shit look too dark and too bright at the same time, right? But if you look at the laser effect right now, it looks very washed out, but then you look at the end of the laser effect, for like 1 frame it shows up correctly. This is like 1 frame apart, which means that that laser being washed out must be some kind of graphical glitch. If it's showing correctly or brightened up 1 frame afterwards, that means there must be something they're gonna fix, right? But yeah, it's kind of weird because I was really about to go on a rant, but yeah, the new gameplay looks better. I hope that by September they actually fixed visual issues that we've been complaining about and it turns out looking really good, right? Because Colors is a game that's supposed to be colorful, and a lot of the gameplay we've seen before was not that colorful. I guess people just wanted to know that they were working on it, right? Because we were afraid that they were just gonna like release it in that state and call it a day. Maybe they didn't think there was an issue, right? If they had just said, oh, the visuals aren't up to speed yet, we're still working on it, if they had prefaced it by saying that, then we would have known, right? But looking at this new footage, I think they're right on track. They just need a bit more time to get the visuals to get to where they need to be. But let's quickly go back and talk about the changes now. There's one thing I want to talk about at the end of the stage. Obviously, you know, when you can play around with the numbers and stuff and get some 1-ups. There's now a little timer at the bottom that shows you how much time you have left before it runs out. Usually you just have to kind of gauge it, memorize how long you have, but now you can just kind of see it, which is a nice touch. I also feel like the dash panel sound effect has been changed. Maybe it's very subtle, but I feel like I heard a difference. And also like homing attack, and I think the sound effect for that is different. And with the new footage that we got from the Sonic channel, they were using original music in the background. That was original Sonic Colors music and not a remix, which leads me to believe that we can toggle the music from original to remix, which is a good thing, because with the easy mode of the tail save and things like that, we haven't been convinced yet that you can actually turn that on or off, right? Iizuka made it seem like he's just removed lives from the game and that tail save is there. He never made it clear that it was toggleable or not. And so far, none of the gameplay has confirmed that it is toggleable. So right now I'm inclined to believe that the easy mode benefits or whatever is just an addition to the game and that's it. There's no way to take it away, which I think is a bad thing. But yeah, the current situation of Colors Ultimate is looking interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more gameplay before September to see if they do work on these issues and get the gameplay up to par, because this new footage is definitely way better than the previous footage. And if they're still going at it until September and they really fix up the color and make everything look nice and vibrant again, then I'm going to be all for it. I mean, it's still going to be colors, but you know, I'll be all for it within the context of remastering colors. You get what I mean? But that's enough about colors. We've got a few more things we need to talk about because the Almighty Tales channel have provided us with some information taken from the latest Iizuka interview where he talks about Sonic Origins and Sonic Rangers. Of course, not saying the word Rangers because a title reveal is too much for a 2022 game. So this interview is taken from Game Informer and it says, one of the first questions asked was about the pandemic's impact on the celebration plans for Sonic's 30th anniversary. Iizuka was upfront and said that he would be lying if I said the pandemic didn't affect our plans at all. We have been working from home at Sega of America since March of 2020, and while we have been effective at working from home, it did impact our plans. But we are not letting that stop us from executing on things as best as we can and have this be a memorable 30th anniversary for our fans. Now for Sonic Origins, it says Iizuka said that seeing the old Mega Drive Sonic games being re-released in a 4:3 aspect ratio was antiquated, and he wanted to give fans a more modern experience with the release of Origins. We have released these titles many times in the past, oh believe we know, running on emulation, but seeing that 4:3 screen ratio on modern 16:9 displays feels very retro. The concept behind Sonic Origins is to make these three legendary titles and CD feel more modern. Of course, this means displaying the title in the full 16:9 screen formats of modern displays. Iizuka also said that fans can expect to see new content being implemented in the classic games that go beyond what the Sega Ages versions of Sonic 1 and 2 for the Nintendo Switch offered. Sonic Origins will have features that not even the Sega Ages versions have. Not only will the playable game area be in the 16:9 format, but will also be a multi-platform release of a title containing Sonic 1, 2, 3 Knuckles and CD. I don't know if the features are the fact that it's 16:9 and has all the other games, or he means other features that he's not ready to talk about yet. I guess we'll have to wait and see if he's really going to add something significant. I think they should add a Battle Royale mode. Like, Super Mario Bros. 35 was fucking lit and Nintendo took it down after a certain amount of period, which is fucking annoying. But if they added Battle Royale to all these games, I deadass would have so much fun with that. Imagine Sonic 2 Battle Royale. Oh my god. That is what they need. Like, that's the kind of shit that they could do to make Origins like a worthy, you know, re-release instead of just, you know, making it widescreen, calling it a day, you know. Like, I would so go ham on Battle Royale Classic Sonic, like, literally. I don't know what else they could add, like Drop Dash, things like that. Are they just gonna take the original games multiplayer and just add them to online? I don't know. Are they gonna go full crazy and add a level creator? Come on, no, they're not gonna do that shit. But it's nice to speculate, but these new features, I'm not gonna hold my breath for them unless we see them and it's something truly significant. Sonic Origins makes it the first time in a decade that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles has been re-released, and Daddy Zook says that having the chance to re-release this title after decades is something I am really looking forward to. Now we get into Sonic's next main game for 2022, basically Rangers. Iizuka was also asked about the upcoming main Sonic game that, despite some leaks, Sega themselves have tried their best to be very tight-lipped about. Clearly not good enough. Iizuka thanked fans for being patient in regards to the next main Sonic game. Okay, and said that after the release of Sonic Forces, Sonic Team in Japan was trying many different approaches to deliver a next-gen Sonic experience. Okay, so they're specifying next-gen. I already thought they're just gonna make it for like previous gen and just up-res for PS5 and Series X, call it a day. But they're saying next-gen. I don't know if they're just, I'm maybe gonna take this word a bit too seriously. It's probably just, it's just a new game, whatever. It was also expressed that the team has been thinking about how a modern gameplay experience should be for a Sonic title, and that this game will probably define the path forward they plan to take for the next decade. Huh, that is okay, let's just keep reading before we get into this shit. I do believe we will see an advancement in what a modern Sonic game can be. Of course, we will not deny the high-speed action that characterized previous modern Sonic games like Sonic Generations or Sonic Forces. Rather, we will create a title that our current gaming fans and new gamers will enjoy. I feel like when he says current gaming fans, he only thinks of 2010s fans. Like I feel like in Iizuka's brain, the franchise went 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 2010, 2011. I I feel like that's just how it went in his brain. Like, the 2000s never happened to him. Like, our hardcore fans who like Generations and Force, what about the fans who like anything from the 2000s? Like, do we exist? But he's saying that this will define the path forward that they want to take. So whatever new formula is in this game, aside from these boost levels that are going to be in there, the boost levels could just be a little bit of fan service for Generations Unleashed or Colors fans who like boost gameplay. But then the main open world gameplay is probably going to be some kind of new formula, you know, inspired by Breath of the Wild and games like that, which I guess they're banking on using that for future games. So if it does really well, then they're just going to keep using it. And if it doesn't do well, then they try it again and do it better. I don't know. But it's really important because that means if Rangers is a flop and the formula is a formula we don't like, that means we can expect to see it for the rest of the decade, right? So that just puts a lot more on, like, you know, the pressure towards Rangers. Like, if they fuck up Rangers and the formula in and of itself is not fun, and they're like, we're keeping this, well, it's cause to be concerned. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this information. Are you looking forward to Sonic Colors Ultimate? Do you think this newer gameplay looks better than the previous gameplay they showed? What do you think they'll be adding to Sonic Origins, or are they just overhyping it? And what do you think about this Rangers information? Do you think this formula is going to be good? And would you like to see this kind of Rangers gameplay for a whole decade? But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. We will go and ham on those E3 Summer Game Fest streams. And if you're watching this before the end of Tuesday, the Nintendo Direct E3 stream going to be hype. So I'm going to be reacting to that as well. So make sure to tune into that. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.